Thank you very much for always choosing Kuraitu TV. I am your host, Liz Akama, and on this episode, we're joined by opinion leaders and youth from Langata constituencies.
Go by the name Kevin Ocheng from High-Rise Ward within Langata. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Liz. My name is Medila Eric from Langata constituency. I'm a resident of Langata, born, work in Langata, and opinion leader within Langata constituency. Thank you. Okay.
So as youth and opinion leaders, what do you think Eric is making the youth not register as voters?
Yes, there's a lot of factors that they do consider. One, they ask, when they take these votes, these aspirants or elected leaders don't consider them, or they don't get what they want. So job opportunity they don't get, and other things.
The reason why youth don't consider registering for votes, majority feel they have been let down. Leaders, the leaders who have been there have let them down. The expectations were high, they were not reached, they were promised a lot of things, they have not been met. So they feel like, as per now, you either pay me and then I take the vote, because I know after taking the office, you won't consider me in any way. So that's why you feel, most of them feel like there's no need for this vote after all. And then there's a perception that the older generation, they grab the leadership. So they feel like, as much as we can take the votes, but our voice will not be heard. So they feel like there's no need for going for this thing.
Okay. Yeah. So Kevin, who should take this responsibility? Is it the youth or the citizen of Kenya as a whole, or the IEBC, to make sure youth are being registered as voters?
I think it's a general duty. It should be just all of us should take responsibility, because if you don't vote, then you are the one who is electing an unperforming leader. Because once you don't vote, someone will vote a leader who does not perform. So it's like you've voted him in. So I think him or her in. So I think the best thing to do, IEBC should sensitize our youths, majorly youths. They should call forums, because even the recent voter registration, IEBC never came out publicly to reach youths. So youths never got that opportunity because they don't have that idea. Majority are virgin voters, they are from school, they know nothing about votes. So I think it should be general. Let all of us take our responsibility to change this nation.
Rick, in the recent past, we've seen youth shying away from being elected or aspiring to be elected. But in this electioneering period, we've seen many youth coming out and aspiring for even the big names, right? For MPs, senators. What do you think is changing?
Okay. Liz, what is changing is just very simple. And there is where we say thank you to the people's president, or the fifth president, Raila Odinga. You see, these devolutions are just make people know that they have freedom of doing anything that they want. Like now, if you see our youths are going for MCAs, MPs, and even senators, governors, and some are even challenging the big fish, president. We have a lot of people who are going for presidency, which is good. So is when they are now realizing that they have that freedom of doing anything they want. And those are the reasons why we youth, we just say, let's try it. Yeah, though there's a lot of challenges because we don't have money to just compete with these people, but we are trying our best. Okay. Yeah.
And you, Calvin, what do you think is making youth go for these positions?
In this world, I always believe in one thing. You try, people try. And we thank, just like my friend have said, we thank Raila, the fifth president. You know, Baba have changed this nation and have opened our youth's eyes. You see, when devolution came, we never knew this thing could be done. But once devolution came, people saw opportunity. Now people are vying, a lot of people are vying, and the youth are seeing that this thing is possible. We can do it. So I think this is another opportunity, and then another reason why youths are, you know, the generation that have passed have shown a bad example to our youths. So other youths are feeling like, being that they were let down, we youths, it's time to change the nation. Nowadays, I don't believe the narrative of youth are the leader of tomorrow. We are living today. We don't know about tomorrow. Tomorrow is never guaranteed. So if you wait to lead tomorrow and then you die today, who will lead? So it's upon us to lead today. So these youths have taken opportunity, and they are seeing this now the right time to lead this nation. And we want to change this nation as a whole. We don't want another generation to be left out. So we want to do it as a team. So it's just our time, and we will not back off.
Opinion leaders and youth leaders, when it comes to election, and maybe when these leaders want people to back them up, they always go for the youth. So according to you, how are things this time? Are youth going to show up for bullying and as part of goons, or things have revolved?
For me, I think things are changing. You know, 1,000 miles, you can't just begin with 1,000 steps. So it's beginning with a single step. So it won't be completed at once, but it will go gradually. So I think things are changing, and the coming generation, youths are going to back off from goonism, and we are going to change this nation, as just like I said earlier. We are going to do this thing as a team. So to change this nation, we will not ban this country again. We are here to build this country, because the coming generation after us, what will be questioning us? What did you do when you had opportunity? So it's our time to build this nation. So I think there's no time for goonism, and if you can see the recent past, there's not been fighting in the political limelight. We don't see fighting anymore. People are peaceful. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Liz, the question is very nice. And you see, we cannot avoid the goonism. The goonism is being brought by the same aspirants and leaders. The leaders who think that when Midela is vying, Midela will outshine him or her. So they have to sponsor some youth. This is because, you see, our youth, they don't have jobs. So when you offer him or her just 100 bob, 50 bob, or 500, maybe or 1,000, they will do whatever you want. Like, I know you are not aware of. There's something that happened in South Sea yesterday about Jalango. You see, it was aspirants that are fighting. One is elected, the other ones are aspirants. Now they are trying to show they are mighty, which is bad. To our aspirants and leaders, they should shine from this instigating war. It is just fair play. It's just like a football. Let people go and vote. Whoever will be voted in, we will support.
Kevin and Eric, when given an opportunity to vie for any elective position currently in Kenya, which one will you go for?
As per now, you know, this political thing, politics majorly, Kenyan politics have been ruined, and it is about money. So if you don't have money, then you have no space in politics. So as per now, if I would begin an opportunity, the only place where to change other youth's life easily is the MCA seat, because it's the most closest seat. You are closer to the people, and majority of the people who are close to you are the youths. So as for me, I am for the coming generation, which are the youths. So I'd go for the MCA seat, because I think that's the only way to show youths what to do and to give them direction.
Okay.
Yes, when given an opportunity to vie for any, I'm very sure that by 2027, I will be past youth. So I will go for president or governor.
Wow.
Yes, when given an opportunity.
Okay. So Kevin, we're just like few months to election date. How are things on the ground on the MCAs? How are they campaigning, and what are people saying?
Okay. You know, this ground thing is just mentality. Because the guys, we are not coming from heaven. We just live there with them, we interact with them generally. So I can just say, so far Langata, I don't see there's no much to be done, because things are cool in the ground. MCs, they are doing their part. And you know, this is a matter of, it's just a friendly match. So in a friendly match, anyone who will win. So for me, I think MCs, some of them are going to retain. Langata MCA, some of them are going to retain, but some might go home. So it's not guaranteed that who will go and who will retain. But for me, I know some will retain, because whatever they have done to the general ground is for them. So I think majority will retain, but as per now, there's no tension in ground. MCAs, everyone is doing is political, cool, and I like the way they are doing. And I would just like to urge them to continue doing that, continue talking to youths, and continue motivating youths so that we can do it better. And for that, kudos to our leaders.
Eric, our politics of Langata, who is going to win the MP's seat?
Thank you, Liz. Langata constituency is very, very tricky. And for once, I cannot say that one is guaranteed to win. Let me start. In Kanu, I think Kanu is in Azimio, and they have a candidate called Nyaga. Azimio, there is ODM, Jubilee. Jubilee don't have a candidate in Langata constituency as we speak. ODM has around 5. We have Hosko Muke, we have Dr. Luga, we have Musari Siongo, Jalango. I know you know Jalango. And we have a lady called Vivian Tar. And I think there's another 2. It is very, very, very complicated. I think it will be very, very complicated for the Azimio team or the ODM team if all these war or wrangles will continue up to past nomination, because it will give the incumbent, the person who is now having the seat now, an easy time to retain the seat. So the ball is on Azimio team to work out, to give us candidate before we don't even need the Langata to go to nominations. We need a candidate that we can start mobilizing and telling people about the candidate. On MCAs, they have a lot to do, because maybe majority of them will go. Governor, I think it is upon the 2 principals to give us governor. It is either Kananu, the current, and I think they should give Kananu, my opinion. The gender rule, we should consider Kananu and give her the seat to continue. Yes.
I want to talk to my fellow youths in this nation. Just like we question the older generation, what did they do when they had time? We also will be questioned when that right time will come for us. Everything that we do today will come to haunt you tomorrow. So it's upon us to turn and to change the story, to change the narrative that youths are always being seen as goons. Let's not be used anymore. I want to take this opportunity to thank our 5th president, Raila Amolo Odinga. Baba, you've shown us the direction. You've made us know that youths are able to do it. We are going to do it, and we are going to back you, and we are going to ask our youth to shine off from any kind of violence. Let's work together and beat this nation as a team. Thank you so much.
To our youth, it is our time. Let's shine from being goons. Let's be leaders for tomorrow. Already you are a leader. Don't ask anyone to give you direction. Take the direction for yourself. Asante.
Thank you very much, Eric and Kelvin, for honoring our invite. And as you go out in your daily activities, just make sure you advise the youth to go for their voters card, because the registration is ending on 28th, and at least to maintain peace during this election period. Thank you very much. I have been your host, Liz Akama, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, hit the notification button for you to get updated whenever we upload a new video.